Hey y'all, I now have a dedicated video shooting device, so my videos should be a little bit better. Big thank you to a guy named Submariner for providing me with the camera. What you see here today is my latest tree. It's going to be about 16 inches tall, another one of those trees with an awful lot of leaves. I'm just getting ready to do some work on the roots. Thought I'd show you a couple things, test out the new camera. See that right there on the bottom of the trunk where it makes that transition over to the roots? That's basically your stretch film that people put on their food. It's kind of the industrial grade, and I cut it down to make smaller rolls out of it, and I wrap my many stranded trees with that plastic when I'm making them to keep them really tight, because having a nice tight trunk and main branches is kind of essential to having a tree with really good structural integrity. This one's got 184 strands. Starting out with the trunk right here, there are probably that's 184 strands of 1.8 millimeter wire on this tree, and that's quite a few strands. It's turning out okay, but I just started on the roots here, and I thought I'd shoot this. You can see in there, right in the middle, I got a lot of tangles where basically I'm taking the strands from the very center of the trunk and then folding them over back and forth across each other. That's important, because if you don't do that, when you start twisting your roots, you'll actually untwist the trunk of your tree. So it's real important to do that. And then you can see even real close in there, see those two strands that are twisted up? Each one of the strands that I fold over, I twist with another strand that's not been folded over to lock everything in place before I really start twisting up the thick parts of these main roots. That twisting of one of the folded over strands with a non-folded over strand kind of locks it in place so things don't shift around when I really start putting a lot of force on these roots. I'm going to go with 7 main or primary roots, I guess would be a better way to call them, on this tree. I like odd numbers, they tend to look more natural. So each strand's going to have between 24 and 26 strands in it, and then I'll start branching off from there. So that's just a heads up. My next video, I'm going to start with this cool camera, is going to be a tree right from the start, kind of like the one we're making here, not quite 184 strands, because I got the real basic, itty bitty tree videos shot. So we're going to move on to working with an intermediate sized tree with the aluminum wire for all the people that want to take tree twisting a little further. So that video should be coming up, I don't know, probably about another 8-9 days after I get these roots done. Talk to you soon.